Hi everybody, welcome to our second episode of CYC Heroes Forever. My name is Carol. I'll remind you guys again why we chose the name Heroes Forever. We called it that because the heroes we can hear about in the world, they will vanish, but the heroes of our faith and the heroes of our church, they live forever because their stories are rooted in Christ. Their faith was rooted in Christ, and everything in Christ is eternal. It's not like everything else we hear about in the world. So today we have with us...
Hi, I'm Diora. Hi, I'm Andrew.
And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the hero Saint Youstina. Do you guys know the story of Saint Youstina?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Good job. Okay, so we're going to be reviewing her story, and I'll be asking you guys questions to see if you're following along with me, okay? So our story is going to start with a guy called Cyprianos. Cyprianos, he was a really bad guy. He did not believe in God at all. Instead, he worshipped the devil. That's so bad, guys, right? You know how we receive power from God and we can do miracles?
Mm-hmm.
You guys know stories of miracles?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you tell me a story of a miracle you know, Diora? Maybe a story from the Bible or something?
The blind man.
Yeah, the story of the blind man. What about you, Andrew? Do you know a story of a miracle?
When Jesus was at a wedding and Mary said there was no more wine, so he asked the servants to fill up 6 jars full of water, and he turned it into wine, and then when the wine dresser had tasted it, he said it was the best thing ever.
Yeah, good job, right? So Jesus has so much power. He did so many miracles, and we can draw on his power and we can do miracles too, right? Now, Cyprianos was the complete opposite of that. You know how we get power from Jesus? He got power from the devils because he worshipped the devils and he was a magician. But it's not like the magicians we know today. You guys know how there is magic and card tricks? Have you guys ever seen card tricks?
Yeah.
Right? This is magic that's so different. The magic that we see with card tricks, they're just doing quick tricks because their hands are very quick and they're able to distract you. And when they distract you, they kind of get your attention on something and they're able to do something else. But this was very different magic. It was bad magic. He got it from the devil and he used his power to be famous. He didn't care about anything other than being famous and having people say, wow, look what he can do. And people would go to him and they would ask him to do things they otherwise couldn't do. And it was really bad, guys, right? He was using this power so badly. And what he started doing is that he started traveling from one city to the next and from one country to the next just so he can become more famous, okay? And he ended up going to the city called Antioch. Andrew, what's the name of the city?
Antioch.
Yeah. And Diora, who do you think lived in that city? What's the hero of the day?
Saint Youstina.
Yeah, Saint Youstina. Say it loud. What's her name?
Saint Youstina.
Yeah, Saint Youstina. Good job. And he went there, and where Saint Youstina was living, she was so close to God. Her parents raised her to be really close to God. They raised her to be praying every day and to go to church every day. And every time when she was walking to church, there was this rich young man who would watch her walking and coming back home. Every day he paid attention to her. Andrew, what do you think he wanted when he was watching her every day?
He wanted to marry Saint Youstina.
Yeah, he wanted to marry her. And he did everything in his ability to convince her, you know? He told, he would go and talk to her. Diora, do you think she said yes?
No.
No. And then he went and offered her money. Did she say yes, guys?
No.
No. And then he threatened to kill her. He told her, if you don't marry me, I will kill you. Did she say yes then?
No.
No. Why not? Why not, Diora?
Because she loved God and she always wanted to be with him.
Yeah, she always wanted to stay with God. She didn't want to get married. She just wanted to worship God. And this young man, he went to see someone that was visiting town. Andrew, do you remember who came to visit town?
Gabrianus.
Yeah, Ciprianos, the magician we talked about. And the young man went to Ciprianos and he told him, can you help me get Youstina to marry me? And what do you think Ciprianos told him?
Can you make Saint Youstina marry me?
No, what did Ciprianos answer saying? So this is what the young man asked him, right? But what did Ciprianos answer?
Yes.
Yeah, he told him, yeah, of course. He was so proud of the power he had. Guys, was it good power?
No, it was bad power.
It was bad power. Why?
Because we get power from God to heal people from the sick.
But where did he get his power from?
He got it from devils.
He got it from the devil, so it was bad power, right? And he told him, yeah, of course, easy, right? And Ciprianos went to the devils that he gets his power from, and he told them, go and make Youstina love this man and want to marry him. And the devils went, and every time, guys, they would go to Saint Youstina, guess what they would find? They would find her praying every time. Could they do anything while she was praying?
No.
No. Why?
Because
Who's protecting her when she's praying?
God.
God, right? They can't do anything if she's praying. So every time they go and try to do something, they can't. She's praying. They tried so many times. So they went to Ciprianos and they told him, we can't do anything. She's always praying. Diora, do you think Ciprianos was happy about that?
No.
No. Why?
Because
He cared about what he looks like. He's gonna look bad in front of this young man, right? He was very upset. But then he started thinking, if the devils that I worship can't do anything to the girl who's praying, her God must be greater than these devils. He must be more powerful, right? And you know what he said? He threatened the devils. He said, if you're unable to get this girl to marry this man, I'm going to leave you and I'm gonna go worship her God. And he told them, you have one last chance. Okay? So you know what the devils did? They knew they couldn't do anything to Saint Youstina. So they thought they can trick Ciprianos. Okay? Isn't that like kind of slick by them?
Yeah.
Because you know what the devils do? All they care about is trick you. They just want to trick people. So you know what they did? They dressed up like Saint Youstina. So they had one of the devils. He kind of like changed the way he looks to look like Saint Youstina. He was just as beautiful as her. And he wore her clothes and he looked just like her. And when he went to see Ciprianos thought that she was Saint Youstina. He believed it. Okay? And he approached her and he was going to greet her and he said, welcome Youstina, Queen of Ladies. But you know what happened?
What?
The devil couldn't handle just her name because her name was so holy, guys. Why do you think her name was so holy?
Because she was praying to God every day.
Yeah, she prayed all the time. So do you know what happened, Diora?
the devil's disguise fell apart.
Yeah, good job. The disguise fell apart. Just by her name, they couldn't handle that name. They couldn't resist it. The disguise fell apart, and there was a really, really bad smell because the devil came back to his true form. And Ciprianos figured right away that this was the devil. Do you remember what he threatened the devil saying? He told them they had one last chance to do what?
To try to make Youstina love him.
Yeah, he told them you have one last chance. Did they succeed, Andrew?
No.
No. So when they didn't succeed, and that last chance went away, Kyprianos did what he told them. What did he tell them, Diora? If they couldn't do it, what was he gonna do?
He was gonna leave the devil and go to
Who's he gonna go worship?
Saint Youstina's God.
Yeah, good job. He said he's going to worship Saint Youstina's God, and he did that. Guys, isn't that so amazing? Right?
Yeah.
Like, did Saint Youstina do anything different?
No.
No, what did she do?
All she did was pray to God.
All she did was pray. Did she go out and preach to people, Diora?
No.
No, did she go out and preach to Kyprianos?
No.
No, but she was just faithful to God. And because she was just faithful to God, because she was always praying, God was protecting her, right? Nothing could harm her. So what can we learn from that, Diora?
That stay on God's side.
Yeah, stay on God's side. Can anything harm you if you're with God, Andrew?
No.
No. So let's get back to our story. So Kyprianos, he did what he told the devils, and he left them, and he went and he decided he's going to worship the God of Saint Youstina. And he went and he confessed his faith, and he went to the bishop in the city of Antioch, and he told them, I want to become a monk. But instead, the bishop told him, no, I'll first ordain you as a deacon. And he became a deacon, and he got really close to God. And then, after becoming a deacon, soon enough, the bishop ended up ordaining him a priest. And then, after some time, he ordained him a bishop. Isn't that crazy, guys? The magician, the guy who worshipped the devil, is now like a bishop?
Yeah.
That's so cool, right? His faith was so strong. All because of who?
Saint Youstina.
Yeah, good job. All because of Saint Youstina and just her faith. He just saw how faithful she was and how God protected her. And eventually he brought Saint Youstina and he made her a mother in a convent. He made a whole convent for her, and she was in charge of the entire convent. And he kind of like paid forward what she did for him and how she taught him. And then eventually there was this really bad king who came and he reigned over the country. His name was Dakios. What was his name, guys? Dakios, okay? And Dakios said, he put an order in the country. He said, if you worship Jesus Christ and if you are a Christian, he's going to kill you. Is that good, guys?
No.
No. What do you guys happen? Do you think Saint Kyprianos and Saint Youstina at that point changed their mind?
No.
No. Their faith was strong. They still kept worshiping Jesus. And then when this king heard about them, when Dakios heard about them, he brought them and he decided he's going to kill them. And they were martyred. But even though they were martyred, they are saints in our church and their faith lives on forever. And they are with Christ and his kingdom. What can we learn from that story, guys?
We can learn that no matter what or who is trying to make you not believe God, you should stay in God no matter what happens to you.
Yeah, good job. Regardless of whoever tries to tell you not to believe in God, you should always stand your ground. What about you, Diora? What did you learn?
To always pray to God and don't listen to people who say do not worship God. Keep worshiping him.
Yeah, good job, right? To always keep praying. What was the only thing protecting Saint Youstina? Her prayers. Her prayers are so important, and because she prayed so much, nothing could harm her. Which this leads us to our memory verse, okay? Repeat after me. Nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Luke 10:19.
Luke 10:19.
Let's say it one more time. Nothing shall by any means hurt you. Luke 10:19.
Nothing shall by any means hurt you. Luke 10:19.
Good job, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching us on our second episodes of Heroes Forever. See you next week.